the five-time WCW champion. You listen to WNS Podcast. Now, can you dig that, sucker?
You're listening to the official Wrestling News Source podcast. For all of your information, go to WrestlingNewsSource.com or find us on Facebook by searching WNS Podcast. You can also find us on YouTube, Twitter, Stitcher, and iTunes by searching Wrestling News Source Podcast or WNS Podcast. Now being broadcast in over 45 countries, here are your hosts, Daniel Herron and Tyler Abear.
That's right. What's up, everyone? I am Daniel Herron.
I'm Tyler Abear.
And we welcome you to episode 358 of the official podcast for WrestlingNewsSource.com. For all of your information, go to WrestlingNewsSource.com. Check us out on Facebook, WrestlingNewsSource.com. You can find us on Facebook, WNS Podcast, on YouTube, WNS Video, and on iTunes, Wrestling News Source Podcast.
We're on Stitcher, Beyond Pod, Player.fm, and Satchel. Just search Wrestling News Source Podcast.
You can also follow us on Twitter at WNS Podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at WNS_Daniel. You can follow Tyler at Tyler_Abear.
You can follow me on the mean streets of Beaumont, Texas.
Yeah? Any particular mean street so that the listeners know which one to go to specifically?
I will tell you on a later date.
Okay. TBD.
Yep.
It'll determine what day it is on what street you'll be. Yep. Mean Street Posse.
Yep.
There you go.
They will not be there.
So welcome to the show. We've got a lot to talk about this week as we're going to cover the Elimination Chamber, Raw, SmackDown, some hot topics, plenty of feedback as well. So thank you all for tuning in this week. Tyler, how you doing?
A little tired.
Yeah, a little tired. Getting a little late start to the show this week, but that's okay.
Yeah. Also, I got stuck in traffic coming up here.
Lame.
That's why, this is not why the podcast was late tonight, but I made it a little later because there was a wreck.
Well,
But no, other than being tired, I am all right.
you don't even know what tired is going to be like.
Oh, yeah, until
a few more months from now.
Yeah, I'm taking like half a month or maybe like closer to a month off.
Cool.
Probably half a month. I don't think I have enough time for a whole month.
Well, cool. Like I said, we do have lots of feedback this week. The first bit of feedback we have is from Drew saying, "Cheers for reading my comment, guys. Show gets better every week. Huge congrats are in order for as well, Mr. Abear."
Thank you.
Yeah. A lot of congratulations in the feedback this week.
Thank you all.
Yeah. Next bit of feedback we have is from Garrett saying, "Hey, my birthday is August 11th, which is the due date.
Nice.
So maybe we'll have a birthday twin."
Yeah.
And as your wife is my birthday twin. We share the same birthday, just not the same year. Next one we have is from Brian saying, "Congratulations, Tyler. That's so awesome. I'm so happy for you."
Thank you.
Lots of thanks and lots of congratulations going around. Next bit of feedback we have is from James saying, "I love the show no matter what y'all talk about. I know you see this all the time, but do you think the storylines would be better with less pay-per-views? I know they have so many for the money, but we are getting too much WWE in our lives, and that's hurting the product. Also, congratulations, Tyler, on your wife's pregnancy. Ron and Don were also in WCW from our friends over at Aero Lucha.
Yeah.
So they were in WCW as well.
Nice.
So very cool.
Cool.
As far as the pay-per-views, yeah, I think it is a little bit oversaturated. Hopefully, they're starting to tone it down a little bit with the announcement that the brand-specific pay-per-views are now phasing out, and we're going to have one pay-per-view a month.
Watch it and like years later, they're going to go back to having brand-specific pay-per-views again.
And they might.
Back and forth.
Yeah, they might, but I did read a comment that one person put that they are concerned for the mid-card, because it's like, oh, anything related to the lower or mid-card talent, they're going to...
Pre-show.
Well, they're probably going to be the pre-show. They're not going to actually get to be on the card.
We're going to have a 2-hour pre-show.
Yeah, because, you're going to have the SmackDown championships and the Raw championships, but anything other related to that.
Yeah.
They might fluctuate. They might have some that are like, oh, this is the number one contender match, and this is the championship match for SmackDown. I don't know how they're going to do it, but we'll find out in the next couple months. Because supposedly it's right after WrestleMania. WrestleMania will kick it off as the dual-branded pay-per-views, and we'll be off and running from there. But thank you, James, for the question. Certainly do appreciate it. Next bit of feedback we have is from Matthew saying, "Congrats on the baby. I have kids myself, and they all sit and watch wrestling with me. My youngest likes to do the ring entrances."
That's really cool. And
third generation wrestling fan in your family there, Bear?
That'd be pretty cool. Like, okay, I really got watching wrestling like from Doug, and that's why I started liking it. My dad watched some back in the past, and he would watch some now, but he wasn't the biggest fan like I am. So that'd be pretty cool.
We're another level of
obsessed.
Fan. Yeah,
obsessed.
We're in that level of, hey, let's not only watch it, but let's talk about it afterwards.
Play games.
Yeah.
I read comic books, but I read books, collect cards,
play
anything.
Video games.
Yes. So
collecting cards on your phone.
Yeah, super card. So even if I have a boy or a girl, that would be pretty cool if like I have a girl and she wants to watch wrestling too.
She might very well want to.
So that'd be pretty awesome.
She'll be raised with Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch and say, I want to do that.
That'd be funny. I have a daughter. She's going around super kicking people.
Would you be supportive if your child wanted to get into the world of wrestling, knowing the dangers that come with it to the body? Would you
It's a different
go
feeling now because, like, okay, it goes into, okay, I know I'm having a kid, but since the kid's not there, it's yet.
You say something now, but when the moment comes,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I would think I would be supportive, but there would be that factor where I'll be scared.
It's that parental worry that hearing what we know now about football and concussions, and you see all the little kids getting into football, it makes you worry. So it's one of those things where it's like, well, I don't want to be discouraging and say, no, you can't do that, or no, you shouldn't do that, but let's maybe focus on something else that we can do that doesn't tear your body apart.
No matter what my kid does, I will support them no matter what they do.
Maybe you could become a manager or a referee or an announcer. That would work. That's less stressful on you.
Well, what I mean is if they have not doing bad things. I'm talking about like if they, enjoy sport or, play an instrument or want to do wrestling.
Yeah.
I will support them.
Cool.
No matter what.
So, good stuff. The final bit of feedback we have is from Brandon saying, I completely agree with what you said towards the end discussing WrestleMania. You were talking about instead of booing the crap out of matches, fans should simply walk out. I wish the common WWE fan would realize that if you boo, you're giving them a reaction, and that's what they want. Cole will just try to put Roman over as being polarizing. If you're not happy with the WWE product, don't give it attention. That's how you force them to change. So thank you for the comment, Brandon. And in case you are wondering, we did have a discussion about that, or at least I went on to a little mini rant about thoughts on fans booing Roman Reigns and we're sick of seeing him win. Well, if you really want to drive home the message of we're tired of seeing this, go back and listen to last week's show and hear my thoughts on it.
We're not going to take it.
We're not gonna take it. No! You're all worthless and weak.
I never asked you, how are you doing?
I'm doing quite well, thank you.
Yeah?
Getting-
What's been up?
Thankfully, Mardi Gras is over and all that good stuff, so we're kind of a lull period as far as work goes. This weekend's going to be my anniversary, so the wife and I are going to the beach and chilling at the cabin. We might go to Galveston and
hell yeah,
hit up a little couples massage or go to the Strand, go to the Bubba Gump Shrimp Company.
Go to the strip club.
Go to the strip club, yeah. Hey, if she's open for it,
yeah.
she wants to go have a good time, let's go. Let's do it.
I want to go see the strippers.
I want to go see the strippers. Let's stop.
Been playing any games?
Let's see. I've just been playing Super Mario Odyssey. Play that from time to time.
You beat the storyline.
I beat the storyline. Now I'm trying to get as many moons as I can. I'm in the 500 range right now.
How many do they have?
Over 1,000.
Wow.
Like you can get up to. I mean, the counter stops at 999.
I put down Xenoblade Chronicles.
Mm-hmm.
I got a little frustrated with that, even though it's fun. I got Mario Odyssey, and you can let me borrow your Zelda Breath of the Wild. So.
I am taking a chance here.
Yeah, you can trust me.
Big test of our friendship here.
I will not lick the cartridge.
Please do not.
Yes. I had a
I'll
while
check
back.
for DNA.
Yeah. I had a while back for the Wii U, but then I didn't finish it and I sold it. So I'm glad to. Well, what I really want is to play it on the Switch, and I finally got the Switch, and now I'm playing on that, and I can finish it because I think I got to the first Guardian. Is that I forgot Guardian, or Legendary? Or dang it, what is the 4 beasts? Mystical beasts? What is it called? The 4. I can't even think of the names. It's been a while since I played. Aminals.
Yes. There's an elephant and a camel and a bird.
I beat the elephant.
And that other thing.
Yes.
Oh, the chameleon. Or not a chameleon. It's a...
What's that one that's on the damn
iguana?
mountain?
Whatever it is. It's a lizard. Yeah.
Do you go in all of them?
You do. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
you don't have to. If you want to fight Ganon at the end, you don't have to go to all of those temples. You just have to be kind of sneaky. But the perk of going to all 4 is that I'll give a little spoiler, even though it's been like well over a year since the game came out.
No spoilers.
You to say no spoilers? I'm calling bullshit on that.
I'm just messing.
No, what happens is there's a scene where you get ready to fight Ganon, and the mythical statues or whatever they are, the beasts, they fire a shot at Ganon all together, and if you have all 4 of them, it drains half of his life instantly. So that
comes in handy.
Yes. So you only have to put in half the work, which is nice. But if not, you got to go through all of Ganon.
Nice. No, I can't wait to play it. So again.
Yeah. I mean, there are videos of people who like speed run it.
Speed run.
And once you get access, like once you get the parasail, they beat it in like 10 minutes. I'm like, that's ridiculous.
The one thing I couldn't get,
or maybe 20, whatever it is,
or whatever, is when you're versing. I guess I don't know, the little the robots with like the legs that go all everywhere.
Guardians.
Like, the ones that shoot you and like you have to
parry it.
Yeah, you have to do it. But I always hit to the side. Like I don't know what the hell I'm doing. It breaks my shield, so I can't parry it back straight at him. Yeah. I can never figure it out.
It's all about the timing. You got to listen for the particular sound. Like when it's that's when you do it.
So I can't wait to play.
Or if you stand far enough away where you can see it coming and you deflect it then.
That and Mario. And then it's gonna be a while, but eventually I can get Skyrim. And then also I put up $65.
$65
because I am preparing for, and this is one of the big reasons why I wanted to switch, is the Pokemon RPG that's coming to the Switch. It's either going to be at the end of 2018 or it's going to be sometime 2019. So I'll put the money up now because I know I'm going to have a baby soon.
Yeah.
So and that's the game that
with taxes it's $64.94. I'm just letting you know. I used to work retail. I'm sure they'll have a season pass that'll probably be $25.
Shit.
So just to let you know ahead of time.
Okay, well I need to put another 25 in there.
Well, odds are they'll have a season pass. I don't, obviously I don't know anything about the game.
So I can't wait for that.
Yeah. So yeah. All in all, I had a good weekend. A good week. Not too bad. Got to spend time with my dog, Doggy. Which you can follow him on Instagram if you so choose, Archie_Corgi. Let him know you said what's up. Elimination Chamber.
The dog will answer you.
Yes, the dog will magically respond to your messages if you're nice enough. So Elimination Chamber happened this past Sunday. We got together at the A-Bear residence to check that out
with our
good friend Noah. Noah. He was disappointed that Gail Kim wasn't there, which I don't know why he was expecting Gail Kim to be there. She's retired.
Every wrestling event, he expects her to be there. So
yep.
He has a crush on her. He saw her in the Impact Zone years ago, and he's never been the same since.
Yep. That explains a lot.
Yep.
So, we had a pre-show match, kickoff match, Gallows and Anderson defeating Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. Nothing really to take away from it.
Eventually setting up the Good Brothers versus the Revival.
Yeah, that looks like where they're going to be going next.
Because
unless they get the bar.
Yeah.
For the Revival.
They are the bar.
They're the bar. That would be a funny shirt to make. They are the burr.
Burr.
Yeah.
Burr.
We'll make that. All in all, I thought the Elimination Chamber matches were very good. Everything in between, you could completely skip. we'll kick things off with the first ever women's Elimination Chamber match. Sasha Banks, Bayley, Mickie James, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, and Alexa Bliss, who must defend her Raw Women's Championship inside the Elimination Chamber match. I thought it was really good for the very first time that any of these ladies have been in there.
I kind of thought it was going to be main event, but
yeah,
it's still good enough that they have a match. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can't have a big moment like the big dog later on that night. So, God, have you noticed like Cole is trying to get more and more annoying when he says it? He just puts more and more emphasis on it.
I tune him out.
Same thing whenever Sasha Banks comes out. Like
It's the boss.
It's boss time. Like, okay. All right. Well, yeah. I see Sasha
you
Banks.
to shout out stuff. Yeah.
Yes. So we finally got the Sasha Banks heel turn that's been teased for a number of weeks.
Because they teased it and she stopped, and then
They teased it, they stopped, they teased it, they stopped, they teased it, they stopped. Then it finally happens, and what do they do the very next night on Monday Night Raw? Sasha and Bayley come running out together. Now, they did at least continue the storyline in their match on Raw.
Well, something that you didn't see backstage. They talked it out. It's all right. You know, they had to do what they had to do.
Send a few tweets to one another. Hey, you didn't return my calls.
Yeah, but
sad face.
Then Bayley knew what she had. Well, I guess
No, we can talk about it.
She knew what she had to do. She
bailed on Sasha.
She's like, "Fuck you! I'm not your friend anymore. Let's do battle at WrestleMania."
Lol.
JK.
Let's make that money.
Yep.
We'll go to Vance together and be like, hey, we want to fight. And
So-
you're going to give us money for that.
That's good. They finally pulled the trigger. So,
Do you ever watch Drunk History on Comedy Central?
nope.
It's pretty funny. You should watch it sometime. The only thing I was thinking of was Drunk History style of me going, hey, we should go talk to Vince and have a fight, and it'll be awesome. And they just give us a lot of money, and we just throw it around each other, and the fans go nuts. You should watch Drunk History.
Okay.
You'll understand basically, they hire actors to lip sync the conversation.
Oh.
So, like, everything that's happening now, it would be the actors doing that.
Oh, okay.
So, but they're supposed to be telling history.
I will check it out.
So it's like Benjamin Franklin. I do declare that I shall fly a kite and I'll tie a string to it. And so, like, whenever they do the uhs, they have the actor to yeah.
And a key.
Yeah. I'll have to show it to you. Alexa Bliss ends up pulling out the W. She was the last one to enter the chamber. And she ended up scoring the victory over Sasha, who decided to turn on Bayley before getting rid of Alexa Bliss to bring her chances to 50-50.
Yep.
But instead, she ended up costing her.
She's like, fuck you, Bayley.
Yeah. And Alexa Bliss ends up retaining. We got to see the Burr going up against Titus Worldwide, and it was fine. It was passable. Bar ends up getting the victory. I mean, anything to really take away from it?
No.
Okay. After that, we got to see Nia Jax versus Asuka.
No, I didn't like this one too much.
Nia Jax controlled the good majority of the match. Asuka managed to pull out the win. Nia Jax attacked afterwards. Nothing really to add from that. Match of the night, for sure. Matt Hardy, Bray Wyatt. This crowd completely died for this one. They were doing the wave. They were throwing beach balls.
Hey, Matt Hardy did the wave too.
He tried. Yeah, I mean, he tried to get involved with it, but the crowd didn't care about this. I didn't care about this. The match was passable.
Sad, man. I know I keep saying it, but I love broken Matt Hardy, and this is not close to.
Yeah, this is not broken Matt Hardy. This is
he does similar things and stuff, but it's like something's different, and I'm just not liking it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like I said last week. They're not letting him do anything with his character. He shows up and he talks, and that's it. Like, he doesn't, we don't know anything about it. What is this Woken stuff,
I know what it is. Woken!
Yes, that's what it is.
Like a Muppet.
And I feel like Bray Wyatt was the wrong choice to put him up against. Like, I get it.
His first opponent.
I mean, I get it that it's a mind game thing, and why not go with someone who does the mind game shtick? But Bray Wyatt has been in such a low point right now
He's been
for at least
forever.
a year.
More than a year.
Like the last 2 years, at least. The guy can't win to save his life. His booking has been
Wins
terrible.
and losses doesn't matter to him.
Apparently not. They don't care about anything for him. So Matt Hardy gets the win, but apparently we're not done yet because on Raw the very next night, Bray Wyatt goes out and completely destroys Heath Slater and Rhino. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then he challenges Matt Hardy to another fight, saying the war is not over.
With the direction this stuff's going, I guess you do not want to see Brother Nero in this.
I mean, I'm fine with it, but they got to do something. They got to have a reason. Like, we can't have this back and forth video backstage moment. Like, that does nothing. Bray Wyatt does his subliminal, I'm going to talk garble for 20 seconds and then go to Matt Hardy, who's talking about, living in the past. And then you go back to Bray Wyatt. Like, there's no face-to-face interaction.
I've talked to the 7 deities.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I just don't. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't think the fans are liking it. I think they should have gone with someone else.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, put him up against Goldust or something. You want to talk about psychological warfare? The bizarre one? Come on.
Yeah.
And that'd at least give Goldust something to do instead of being on 205 Live. That was a thing, folks. Remember it.
Part of the cruiserweight.
They put him in the cruiserweight division. Here's something that started out cringeworthy and then ended up becoming one of the highlights of the night: the Ronda Rousey contract signing.
Yeah. Man, they were shitting on her so bad. In which, and this is just my opinion. Like, I know that she was happy to be there, but like that whole. I know she's very appreciative and stuff. You know how she's smiling and she can't get her words together to talk at times or whatever. And they just start booing her. But it was weird. You could tell something was going on when she was about to sign. And then Triple H was talking to Kurt. I'm like, this is obvious. Something's about to happen right now. And like, oh, Kurt, what do you need to tell me?
Yeah. Hey, Kurt, you forgot to start talking. So what's going on?
Then after that, even though it was so goofy,
Kurt Angle was like above and beyond as far as overacting.
Yeah, but I liked it though.
Yeah.
Like when he was walking past, like, oh, Stephanie, one more thing. Didn't you tell me in your office that Ronda's a has-been and you could take her? Oh.
Didn't you say we own the bit?
Yeah, on the bit.
Hey.
I actually like that. I'm not going to lie. I know it's super cheesy, but I did.
Yeah.
And then that just flipped the switch.
Once Ronda got pissed off.
She was a badass.
Yeah.
Like that look.
The crowd came alive for that. They're like, oh my God, someone's about to die.
Yeah.
She threw Triple H into the table. Stephanie landed an amazing slap to the face of Ronda Rousey.
I saw an article saying Taz on his podcast was saying that he didn't like that Stephanie slapped Ronda and Ronda didn't do nothing back. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I'm okay with it because it played into the next night, where Stephanie tried to apologize. And I was like, yeah, you can apologize.
That was a weird situation. That felt weird.
Yeah. But the fact that she was like, you put your hands on me and I'm about to rip your arm off. So, I mean, it's kind of similar to what they did at WrestleMania a couple years back where Ronda gets in the ring and was like, let me tell you something. Any ring I step into becomes mine.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are.
I know we're going back and forth, but I'm talking about that segment on Raw. That was weird because I know it's going to play into it later on, but Kurt's like, oh, I was actually lying about that.
That was so weird.
That
like,
was
I understand you're trying to do the whole, I need this job and I'll say whatever I need to keep it. But that was so...
Triple H ends up hitting him anyway.
And that becomes meme-worthy. Did you see all the Photoshop pictures and all that? Oh, my
the Photoshop
God.
ones.
There are so many. So many.
Yeah.
Go to the Botchmania page and check that out.
That was also weird that what Stephanie said, she was like pissed going up to her.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Darn it. I'm sorry. How dare you?
I don't know.
It makes me fear for Rousey. Like, she's being put in a place where I don't know how she can really succeed. It's almost like they're booking her to fail.
How so?
You know? Well, I mean, you can't exactly put her in NXT because she's a top draw, right?
Yeah.
So you immediately push her into the spotlight. Well, the fans aren't always so happy for that.
And you're taking something away from someone else. That's why they're having, like, okay, if they're doing stuff with Asuka right now.
Yeah.
And say,
I mean, it goes back to the Royal Rumble. You have Asuka make history, become the very first woman to have ever won a women's Royal Rumble match. And as soon as she wins, Ronda Rousey comes out and immediately overshadows it. ESPN wasn't talking about Asuka making history. They were talking about Ronda Rousey. So it's the same thing where fans are like, dude, what the hell? Y'all been booking this up for weeks. And then you just completely go, oh, hey, there's Ronda Rousey. So, you know, it's kind of... It unintentionally puts her in negative light.
I don't know. I think it looks more worse on WWE than her, I guess, because they're the ones that put her.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. They are booking her to fail. Like, they are putting her up on this pedestal saying, look what we have. And the fans are like, she hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
Like, we know what she's done in UFC, but she hadn't done anything here. Why is she automatically getting a WrestleMania match? And, you know, I understand she's a top draw. I understand that, you know, people are going to tune in, love her or hate her. But
I think they should keep Rousey away from Asuka for a while.
Oh, absolutely.
Even after Asuka wins the title.
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, she needs just to keep her away, but like still be like a badass chick and just beating everyone else. Oh, you got Ronda versus Alexa Bliss, or Ronda versus Nia, or
Yeah, I mean, she's gonna.
Nia can lose because she's not really that much of a monster. She loses to anyone.
Yeah.
So,
and the thing is, like, when she has her first singles match, do you have it against a no-name, or do you have it go up against someone who's established on the roster who you know is going to lose? So they're gonna take a they're gonna be bumped down a notch.
I don't know. That's a good question.
I mean, who would be Ronda Rousey? Okay, obviously they're probably gonna go into a tag match for WrestleMania.
Don't be Kurt.
It'll probably be Kurt.
Don't be Kurt.
It'll probably be Kurt. Kurt and Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, which is fine. Okay, it is. It's fine because both work a light load. You know that Trips will carry the majority of the match. Stephanie will do her part. You know, they'll make it look as good as they can, which is fine. But eventually, Ronda's going to have her first singles match. It's going to be televised. More than likely, it's going to be on a pay-per-view. So they're probably going to hold it off. So you want to hold her away from Asuka. You want to hold her away from Nia, who probably Alexa as well. So who do you really have? Do you throw her to Mickie James? Do you throw her to a returning Alicia Fox when she comes back from injury? Like, what would be a good sell for the wrestling fan to go, I want to watch that match?
Mickie James more than Alicia.
Yeah. But, I mean, you know that Mickie James is going to lose.
Yeah.
So where's the selling point in that?
Mickie James will make her look good.
But she has no shot. You know how they're going to book it. That's the thing. You know how they're going to book. You know, they're going to try and make her look as dominant as they can because she's brand new and she's a big name. They want her to be a big draw. So obviously she's not going to lose for quite some time. Unless you do some crazy storyline where she loses and is like, wow, this is tougher than I thought. You know? I mean, that would at least have some character development where it's like, what have I really gotten myself into? I better hit the ring harder than ever. You know, I don't know. I'm speculating.
Yeah. Who knows? I don't know, man.
So, I mean, you obviously can't have Ronda Rousey versus Jillian Jan. Whatever their names are, you know?
I don't know, unless they do have some enhancement talent that she beats.
I don't know.
Jobbers.
I don't know. So, yeah. But I thought that segment ended up being really well on the Elimination Chamber.
Oh, yeah.
The one on Raw was okay. I didn't like the whole Kurt, I was losing my mind and the flu and all that. I did chuckle during the Elimination Chamber where they're like, now y'all don't know that Kurt's been in the hospital. He hadn't been feeling well, so he's kind of lost his mind a little bit.
Loopy.
Yeah, he's a little loopy. Let's talk about the men's Elimination Chamber match. Main event on the card.
They made Braun look strong.
They made him look as strong as they
He
possibly
eliminated
could.
everyone except for Roman.
Exactly. They made him look as strong as they possibly could without him actually winning the match.
I've never seen that with anyone else.
No. And it'll probably never happen again. Just because, one, it was 7 people in the match, and he defeated 5 of them. So, obviously, unless someone comes in a 6-man elimination match and just runs the cycle, that's not going to happen ever again. A lot of fans are complaining, same old shit, blah, blah, blah. Don't want to see Roman Reigns. Don't want to see Brock Lesnar. Don't want to see Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. They're going to finish the storyline regardless of how we feel about it.
Yeah,
it's been put into place months ago.
You know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. It all depends on how they book it now. I did see a tweet from Lana. Maybe she was talking about this show. Maybe she was talking about something else that she was watching.
Our show.
Yeah, she's talking about the WNS podcast. Where she's like, stop giving me predictable. Stop giving me the same stuff where I know what's going to happen.
Honest to this?
Yes. She sent out a tweet basically saying, there's no sense in watching if I know exactly what's going to happen. Now, again, maybe she was talking about a different show, but it happened probably about an hour.
I was talking about The Walking Dead.
That could be, I knew that person was going to die, and there's no sense in watching it because I know they're going to die. But it happened like 30 minutes after the Elimination Chamber went off the air. So speculate all you want.
Who knows?
Whatever you want to do. Braun Strowman came out looking like $1 million. Roman Reigns got the win, as expected. I think this was probably one of the most predictable pay-per-views in quite some time. I don't think that we got... I think the only one that maybe we disagreed on was the Bar and Titus Worldwide. Maybe.
You picked the Bar. I picked Titus Worldwide.
I think that was the only one where we differed. Other than that, we picked the winners the whole way through.
Yeah. Worldwide.
Yeah. So if that's what Lana is talking about, I concur. Don't give us something where, if you watch a TV show long enough, you know where some of the story is going, but don't give us the same old repetitive copy paste stories. Give us something new. Give us something fresh. Not this Monday, but the previous one where Rollins went out and wrestled for an hour. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
And it was simple. You didn't stop the matches and have a backstage segment, ladies and gentlemen, I guess at this time. You had it during the match. That felt so fresh to me, and it was just the tiniest little thing.
I'm telling you this. I'm glad we're getting to this point. We knew this was coming for a while.
Yeah.
For a long time, actually.
Yes.
So I'm ready to get past this.
Yeah, we'll get past it. Maybe Braun will take the title from Roman.
Yeah.
So maybe those who are sick of seeing Roman, be on the lookout for that.
Well, I think I was just sick of... I'm not really sick of Roman. I'm just sick of the situation I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Yes, was there other people I wanted? Yes.
Absolutely.
But it's about to be upon us.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to take the belt off of Lesnar. And
Lesnar will go do whatever he wants. We'll have Roman as champ for a while, but eventually he'll lose.
Yeah, and then that's good because, like I said, dude, has it been 2 years?
Yeah.
We knew this was coming. Like, he had some setbacks and stuff with all the things going on, but it's finally happening. So.
Yeah. Now, I will say this. The Roman Reigns promo on Monday Night Raw, that was some of the best mic work that he's done because it felt genuine. I know it was a scripted promo. It wasn't a shoot. But that was the best delivery he's had in a very long time, maybe ever, because it was believable.
Mm-hmm.
What he came out and did was spoke the truth.
Yeah.
It wasn't part of a story. It didn't, it wasn't storyline, even though it was storyline.
Yeah.
He came out and basically said,
lines.
You know what? This guy was in Las Vegas during the Elimination Chamber, but he was not at the Elimination Chamber. He was taking pictures with Dana White with the UFC. He does not care about us. He does not care about y'all. He does not care about that championship he carries around. The only thing he cares about is his wallet, his paycheck. That's why he's not here tonight, even though they had been advertising him, which I thought that was really strange. Like that sort of blurred the lines of reality a little bit because they had been hyping it up. They showed a message from Paul Heyman. Hey, tomorrow night, me and my client will address the winner of the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
They said face-to-face tonight, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, one-on-one, face-to-face.
I'm tired of covering for him.
Yeah.
Not covering for him.
And the fact that he was like, I'm about to go backstage and get my ass chewed out because I'm not supposed to be saying this.
My ass chewing like a man.
Yeah. But the fact that he did it, it was so well done that if they allowed him to talk like that more often, I think a lot more fans would start getting on his side. Or if they switched it up and had him turn heel, which they might do after Brock Lesnar leaves, because they're trying to make it seem like Brock is the bad guy. He doesn't care about the company, and I'll be the one to bring it back home for us. So once he has it, maybe the power will go to his head and he'll turn heel, which I think a heel turn for Roman Reigns would be vastly improved. Like he can just come out and be vicious. We've seen him be vicious. And we've seen him, now we know what he's capable of on the mic. So imagine him being a heel and running through it. I think a lot of fans would be more appreciative of him. I think that's one of the biggest issues WWE has. Like, they want a certain star, but they're not willing to make certain changes.
Also, the fans are critical of a lot of things.
They are, but think back to, I want to say 3 years ago, Rusev versus John Cena. And we talked about this during our prediction show. This was the perfect time to make Rusev a big name. Have him beat John Cena, become a huge name by doing that. Beat him at WrestleMania. What did they do? John Cena goes over. Rusev falls down. Now he's finally getting back that recognition that he got from the fans with the whole Rusev Day thing. He's finally getting that acknowledgement of we want to see this guy compete, and they're holding him off of TV. Think back to what they did with Bray Wyatt against John Cena, WrestleMania 30. We were there for that match. This is a chance to put over a young talent. This would make a new star. What did they do? Have John Cena go over? Where's Bray Wyatt now? It's just those little things. Roman Reigns, I will say this on public record. You can go back and quote it. He is the total. He's the total package. Not Lex Luger, but he is the total package. He's got the look. He's got the moveset that the kids will go nuts for. He's the modern day Hulk Hogan. Yep. Hulk up, leg drop. Big boot, leg drop, whatever it is. He's got the drive-by, he's got the Superman punch, he's got the spear and the power bomb. As soon as he rejoined with the Shield, the crowd went nuts for him.
Yeah.
So we know he's obviously going to win. But if you change just a little bit about him, have him be a little more cocky. Don't have him come in and be like this, hey, I'm the good guy, and no, have him be a badass.
Maybe.
Give him a little more.
He's gonna be like Cena.
And that's the problem, because I felt like if maybe they had tried to take a chance with Cena being heel, which it seems like he's doing now. To be honest, he seems like he's,
he's just in between. That's all. He'll never be a true heel ever.
No,
again.
he won't. But he's sort of, when it calls for it, he knows how to wrestle heel.
Yeah.
We've seen it before. The match on SmackDown this week, whenever he went up against AJ Styles, AJ broke the count to prevent a count out because he wanted to get a clean win. John Cena threw AJ through the table, went into the ring, was like, count him out. I need this win. So it was desperation, but it was a little heelish.
Gotta do.
Yeah. It was a heelish tactic. And like, no, I'll take a win however I get it. Whereas AJ was like, no, I want to beat you like a man.
Beat your ass.
Beat you down, beat you off. No. But I feel like if they did just a change, it doesn't have to be a huge change. It doesn't have to be anything big. I mean, look at the way, I don't know. Like I said, look at the way he got a reaction when he rejoined the Shield. The crowd went absolutely nuts. That nostalgia kicked in, whatever. And I'm not saying you need to have a Shield reunion again, because injuries plagued that thing. But just change him up a little bit, and I think
a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Little bits.
So I don't know. We'll see. I'm still rooting for the guy. I don't want to see him fail because, he's got the look, he's got the moves, he's got the body, whatever. It's just a few little things they need to tweak. It's the fact that the crowd knows that Vince wants him to be the guy and they prefer someone else. They want to see AJ Styles. They want to see Cesaro. They want to see Shinsuke Nakamura. And they're not getting these guys. They want to see Rusev, and they're not getting these guys.
They're getting these guys.
You're getting Roman Reigns, being the new Cena. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what they need to do. But Roman Reigns ends up winning the Elimination Chamber match, so he will be facing Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. So if that's the last one and you don't want to support Roman Reigns, hey, go back and listen to last week's show, and I'll let you know what to do about that kind of situation if you happen to be at WrestleMania. So let's talk about Raw. We've already covered some of it. Alexa and Mickie James start the show, cutting a promo. Apparently Mickie James is heel now, just at the tip of a hat for whatever reason.
Apparently.
Sasha Banks is still face somehow because she teams up with Bayley.
I think they're just using her in the moment.
Yeah. And Asuka came out, Nia Jax came out, Sasha and Bayley came out, and then we had a 6-women tag match. Players, holla holla.
Didn't seem like a bad match.
No, it was fine. The story was good as far as Bayley bailing out on Sasha and be like, hey, don't think just because we're teaming together that I forgive what you did.
Corey defending Bayley.
Yeah. He's like, we knew Sasha was gonna do this for months, so good for Bayley for standing up for herself.
I was like, wow, that's good that he defended her.
Yeah, and that's character development. It's like, hey, you can only push someone so far before they finally say enough is enough. So that was good. Asuka ended up getting the win by submitting Mickie James. We got to see John Cena come out, cut a promo saying he
taunted the crowds about saying Taker.
He did, and I was really surprised at how positive that crowd was for the mentioning of Cena versus Taker. I mean, they went nuts. They went nuts.
When he said that, I was like,
I'm like, dude, just let the guy stay retired.
Yes.
That should be the end. The end of the era should have been the end of it. The end of the streak should have been the end of it. WrestleMania last year should have been the end of it.
Nope.
If this is not the end of it, I don't know what they're going to do because, damn.
He's going to wrestle again.
Maybe.
Maybe not. Maybe so.
But I do find it funny that John Cena is having like this life struggle of what am I going to do with my career and what's going to happen. I might not have a WrestleMania moment.
I actually
like
that thing on Talking Raw. Whatever.
Raw Talk?
Raw Dog.
No.
It was weird and confusing, but I like that emotion from him.
I mean, it's fine, but he's acting like he's never wrestled at WrestleMania before.
I never have.
He's like, I won't have that big WrestleMania moment. Dude, you proposed to Nikki Bella. You've headlined numerous WrestleManias. It's not like this is your very first one and you've never competed before.
Well, he's ready to go, and he wants to do something, and he has
That's
nothing going
fine
on.
and dandy. There are lots of people in that locker room who are ready to go and who want that WrestleMania
John
moment.
Cena versus Kurt Hawkins.
There you go.
Yep.
End of the streak for Kurt Hawkins. He gets that win over John Cena, makes him a star overnight.
Yep.
No, that would be a terrible idea. So I don't know. He teased the Taker match. The crowd went absolutely nuts for it. And he said, I'll be over at SmackDown and fight my way in that way, which he did. We got to see Bray Wyatt killing Heath Slater and Rhino before the match even gets started, and he challenges Matt Hardy to another match, saying this war is not over.
The Great War is not over.
Yeah, man.
I will fight you on the Hardy compound by the Lake of Reincarnation.
Yes. Next to the dilapidated
Push him
boat.
into the Lake of Reincarnation.
And he comes back as Husky Harris. Yes.
He's a tank with a Ferrari engine.
That's what's going to happen. We called it first.
Yep.
Get that check ready, Vince.
He comes back as Bray Wyatt. Why's your hair cut? Oh, I don't know.
Man, last thing I remember, I was in NXT carrying a keg around the ring.
Mm-hmm.
We got to see a promo from The Miz saying he should be the headliner of WrestleMania and all that good stuff. Had a match, really good match with Seth Rollins. Then he had a good match with Finn Balor. Unfortunately, he lost both of those matches. So we'll see who will be facing The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. I'm probably betting either a triple threat or something along those lines. Maybe a ladder match.
Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah.
And Finn Balor.
I was going to say it like that. Yeah, we had the Roman Reigns promo. The Bar going up against Titus Worldwide in a 2 out of 3 falls. And luckily the Bar won 2-0. Braun versus Elias. This match ends in a disqualification after Elias uses the fire extinguisher. And then we had the Rousey segment again to close off Raw.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
It was weird. So let's go into SmackDown. We kick things off with John Cena saying, hey, I don't want to be handed an opportunity, but I would like to earn one.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talks.
Here comes money.
So Shane McMahon comes out, says, hey, thanks for the love. And now Daniel Bryan's going to come out and make the match, which he does.
Yep.
John Cena must face AJ Styles in the main event tonight. And if he wins, he's in the match at Fastlane.
Yeah.
So apparently Rusev was none too happy about that either. He's like, I've been off TV for 2 weeks and I don't even get a match on
TV
SmackDown.
This week.
He was on TV, but he wasn't the past 2 weeks. And this time he didn't even have a match. This week he didn't have a match.
Fucking bullshit.
Yes, even though the crowd was chanting for Rusev Day.
Rusev Day.
We had Baron Corbin going up against Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens was on commentary. And then from out of nowhere, Dolph Ziggler shows up.
He kicked him in the back of the head.
That was pretty
or
sick.
The side of the head.
That was pretty... No, it was the back. Because...
How do you prepare for that?
I don't know.
You don't.
Unless maybe they had a producer in the earpiece of Owens going, hey, he's on his way. Just get ready.
Fuck.
Yeah. Other than that, it's just, you got to hope that he's gentle. Because, damn.
During that match.
It looked sick.
Yeah, it did, man. He just fell over.
It was the fact that it was the back of the head. So, one, he didn't see it unless he just happened to hear it. You know, like he heard him jump over the barricade or he heard a crowd.
You can't prepare for that. Plus, that can hurt your head.
It can give you a concussion.
Yeah. I'm going to kick you in the head. What else? They also showed backstage 3 or 2 different times.
God, that was annoying.
And Shane McMahon, Shane was like, oh, why are you having Kevin Owens on commentary? And he's like, well, Kevin Owens has good insight and stuff. And he left and came back and
with
has popcorn. And it's like, oh, okay, well, I can't wait for the end of the match, which I guess he sent Ziggler out there. So
maybe. But here's the thing. If your match is so important that you have to cut to backstage on more than one occasion, and the people who are watching the match backstage, one of them leaves and goes to get popcorn and just casually is chewing it and talking to someone, how important is that match?
Very.
Very?
Yes.
Very important?
The popcorn depends.
Or is it very little important?
Very important.
I'm going to go with little. Little importance. So there's not much reason for me to be watching because I'm watching someone who's not even interested in watching the match.
So you keep on watching, you get something good like Dolph Ziggler kicking Kevin Owens in the back of the head.
Sure.
It's very important.
Baron Corbin ends up defeating Sami Zayn after the distraction from Ziggler.
So,
and then he took out Baron Corbin. Ziggler did.
Yeah, so, man, did you notice that he grabbed his hair and pulled him back? Like, holy shit.
What little hair there is.
Ziggler is being fucking rough.
Yeah.
Oh, and kick you in the back of the head. I'm also going to grab your shirt and your fucking hair and pull you
make
back.
Your receding hairline recede just a little bit more.
If Baron Corbin loses, he shaves his widow's peak.
God. No. Keep the sides and the back. Just shave the top. Have that old bald dude, but he still has hair on the side look.
A fucking clown.
That would look ridiculous. Next, we got to see Ruby Riott going up against Naomi. If you've been following the storyline, you know exactly who's going to win before the match even starts. Of course, Ruby Riott.
Quick match.
Yeah, Ruby Riott gets the win. I think it was like a 4-minute match.
She kicked her in the glow.
One of the things I'm getting tired of, and I know it's standard for what they've done in the past few years, start the match, go to commercial, come back, finish the match.
Well, you can watch it during the commercial.
Not overseas. Not in Canada.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't get to see what we see.
No.
We get to watch the match on a little tiny part of the screen.
You know what?
That's
I
cool.
feel lucky.
Yeah?
I feel lucky.
God bless the USA.
Yep. Thank you.
Network.
Thank you. Thank you. Pretty good. USA.
So Ruby Riott defeats Naomi, basically saying 2 down, 1 to go. Charlotte, I'm coming after your title at
Sarah
Fastlane.
Logan was chasing a rodent around the ring. She was going to say she was doing her dad proud by catching that.
Good
Or
job, Paul.
Paul. I don't know.
Not even going
When
to
are they going to freaking drop that?
You know who she's engaged to?
Who?
Ray Monroe.
Wow.
Ah, I did not know that.
Well, congrats.
Yeah. I mean, they've been engaged for a while.
Yeah. Does he go hunting with her, Paul?
Yeah, he was in that picture where they were in the canoe.
Oh, okay.
It's like, we're going down the creek and finding some gators. We going down the creek and see Paul. It's been a while since I did that. New Day and Usos come out and cut a phenomenal promo.
Timeout before that,
Okay.
because you had Tyler Breeze and Fandango backstage.
Didn't care about that one bit.
I thought that was pretty hilarious because
Yeah.
they're promoting the Big E and Tupac thing with Josh Jamal there and stuff. And
Yeah.
they're like trying to solve the case. They thought he was a real detective. We
Big
found
E.
Big E and there's
Langston.
Big E. Yeah. So that was pretty funny. But okay, that was all. But man, that the seriousness from New Day is actually good.
Fire.
What do you think about the new thing? Like on
I
the
hate
side?
it.
And like the
I hate it.
yeah.
Same with the Aiden English singing with the bouncing Rusev head. I hate it. I despise it. Whoever came up with these ideas. And while they're doing like the mixed match challenge, while they're talking and they just do certain words on the screen, I fucking hate it. I want it to stop. No,
it doesn't
it's not
bother
cute.
me. It doesn't bother me.
Fucking annoys the piss out of me.
I can tell, yeah.
How often do I curse on this show? I fucking hate it.
Not as often as me.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's annoying. It's so stupid.
Okay.
This whole, I'm going to record it with my phone. You are a $1 billion industry, and you are having your talent record something on their phone.
You gotta get in with the times.
Then you add some stupid ass graphic on it with the words that they're saying.
Oh,
it's fucking stupid.
I don't think it's that bad. It's like
worse.
It's like whatever, but don't bother me.
Is it stupid? No. Is it fucking stupid? Yes.
Is it fucking stupid?
No.
Is it
not to that degree.
Stupid? I'm just making shit up.
Did you just call me stupid? It's fucking stupid. That's what you just said.
That's good. I like that.
That's a shirt right there. I just made us $10.
Too fucking sweet, man.
Too fucking sweet. That's right. But yeah, the New Day and the Usos, man, their promos were on fire.
Yes. Pretty good.
Really good stuff. The Bludgeon Brothers came out, so they're having their presence known as well.
So
I'm thinking we're either going to see a 3-team or a 4-team match at Mania for the titles. Whoever wins between New Day and the Usos at Fastlane, go on to WrestleMania, obviously. We're going to have New Day, Usos, Bludgeon Brothers, and maybe Benjamin and Gable. That's what I foresee happening.
Foresee it.
Foresee. We got to see Shinsuke Nakamura defeat Aiden English. Big whoop. John Cena going up against AJ Styles. We know the chemistry is there between these two guys. They put on a great match. Really good for TV. Not as good.
One clean.
Yeah, not as good as their pay-per-view matches.
Yeah.
Because those are phenomenal. No pun intended for AJ Styles.
Phenomenal.
But John Cena does get the win on AJ Styles.
He's gonna be in
So the main event for Fastlane is now a 6-pack challenge.
So he's going to lose, and he's going to be in another funk.
Yeah.
And he's like, what's next?
I feel like someone's going to have to distract him, and that's what's going to lead into WrestleMania. Because WrestleMania is like
Who?
38 days away, 39, 38 days, somewhere around there.
Who's going to distract him?
Well, there are 2 names that are the front runners for that. There is The Undertaker, which that's a very strong possibility. Lights go out, lights come on. He's in the ring, choke slams John Cena. AJ Styles pins John Cena, gets the win, something like that. And the other name, which was rumored at the beginning of this week, Rey Mysterio.
Ooh.
So supposedly,
if he does that, then he can say bye to Aero Lucha.
Well, it depends on what his contract states. It's like, hey, I've got some dates that I'm got to do. But supposedly Rey Mysterio is rumored to be returning to WWE and having a match at WrestleMania. And the top rumor is that it's going to be against John Cena. Apparently, Cena came out and said, I want to have a match with either The Undertaker or Rey Mysterio. Which a lot of people are questioning, like, the validity of that, saying, why Mysterio? Like, what's the storyline there? What story could you tell for that?
There doesn't have to be one.
Yeah, it's just, hey, I just want to fight.
Let's fight.
I just want a WrestleMania match, and I want to go up against you.
Yep.
I'm sold.
One thing we forgot to talk about was the ending of John Cena and AJ Styles.
Oh, yeah, the beatdown.
Yeah, where it was like
Owens and Zayn came out, Baron Corbin come out.
Ziggler came out.
Ziggler came out.
Like, all right. And then he attacks
Yeah, he attacks AJ.
It seemed like there was actually more going on because after Cena did the FU to him, and FU.
Yes. Attitude adjustment.
Yes, attitude adjustment. Then he like walked around and they cut him off real quick. SmackDown.
That was something they ran out of time. Unfortunately, Raw is allowed to go extra if need be. SmackDown, it's no, you have to end right at this time because they've had moments where they ended early and they had people go back out and just do stuff, like just fill time.
Because I wonder if I guess AJ didn't try to attack Cena. They kind of, I don't know what they did. You know,
The world may never know.
well, those people would know.
Yeah.
Who were there, but not
People
us.
who were there know.
Tell us what happened.
Yeah, so that pretty much does it for SmackDown. But there's one other bit of Hot Topic news that we have, and this is a rumor, believed, I think. Big Show is believed to be done as an in-ring performer.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a lengthy career, man. That goes back to the WCW days. He's had such a long career. He's done so many things, and to be the size that he is, and to have that
a lot
length
of
of career,
countries. So.
he has wrestled in a lot of countries. I mean, he's obviously going to be a Hall of Famer. He's probably looking to do something more behind the scenes, or be an ambassador of some sort. So he may still make an appearance from now and every once in a while. But as far as in-ring performer, it's believed that he's done. But we'll wait official word for that one. Another thing, I was talking earlier about the importance of a match and some people watching it, and you're the authority figure and you're not paying attention. What were your thoughts on Daniel Bryan saying, hey, can I go home early? I just want to go. I want to see my wife and my kid.
When was this?
It was right after that match. And Shane was like, yeah, go for it. Go ahead.
I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. He was just like, oh, I'm gonna go later.
Oh, he just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So
that was pretty much it. Is there anything you've got for Hot Topics?
No. Trying to think.
Not at the moment.
No.
All right. Well, it looks like that's going to do it for us this week. So we certainly appreciate everyone who's listening this week. If you happen to be listening on iTunes, feel free to give us an iTunes review. We make sure to post it on our Facebook page, and we talk about it on the show as well. So if you happen to be an avid listener, that's one way. If you happen to be outside of the country, definitely make sure to let us know.
Oh, yeah.
So that way we can go and find it. But other than that, if you have any questions for us, make sure to leave it on our YouTube channel, WNS Video, also our Facebook page, WNS Podcast. You can check us out on WrestlingNewsSource.com and WrestlingNewsSource.com on Facebook, and you could subscribe to our show if you haven't already on iTunes by searching Wrestling News Source Podcast.
We're on Stitcher, Beyond Pod, Player.fm, and Satchel. Just search Wrestling News Source Podcast.
You can also follow us on Twitter at WNS Podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at WNS_Daniel. You can follow Tyler at Tyler_Abear. So there you go. Podcast crew, I am Daniel Herron.
I'm Tyler Abear. Have a good week.
And we will catch you all next week.